A look at Curtis Granderson on day 3 of pitchers and catchers here in Port St. Lucie, Florida. Yeah, I said pitchers and catchers, but a lot of the position players have also reported to camp early, at least unofficially, so we decided to flip the script. Let's give you a look at what it's like to be one of those guys who comes early just to get some work in before camp officially starts. Before the position players made their way out to field 7 to stretch and eventually take batting practice, they got some swings in the covered cages, which are adjacent to their locker rooms here at Tradition Field. Ike Davis put some work in, as well as Ruben Tejada. While they were stretching on field number 7, we got this great shot of David Wright, Josh Satin, and Ike Davis all having a conversation. It appears as though those three have become a little bit of a clique here at camp this season. As a matter of fact, their lockers are adjacent to each other in the main clubhouse. Is there anything better than spring training and watching David Wright take swings in the cage? Just a tremendous overall hitter, and of course everybody knows that, but each time you see him out there, you realize just how good he is. Even during batting practice, making solid contact, spraying the ball all over the field, has that tremendous stance and swing, and it's consistent year after year. It's the same thing out of David, and you know the production's going to be there again in 2014. It's only batting practice. And as a matter of fact, for these guys, it's just the first couple of days of taking informal batting practice on this field. For Ike Davis, it looks as though the stance is very similar to what we saw a season ago. And by saying that, I mean that the hands are dropping just as they were last year. He'll set up with them somewhere shoulder high or maybe even a little bit higher than that, and then drop them somewhere around the waist before picking them back up into a hitting position. You wonder how that will ultimately have an effect on his performance during spring training. And we all know he has to have a very big spring this year to make the big league club. Ladies and gentlemen, Curtis Granderson, the former Yankee and Detroit Tiger, now a member of the New York Mets. And in the cage, hey, it's like David Wright. Everybody gravitates around Granderson to watch what he does during his batting practice session. Just tremendous power to all fields. He was working on spraying the ball to left field, which is, of course, the opposite field for the left-handed hitter early in the session, and then turned to pulling the ball late, hitting for a lot of power, and taking the ball out from field 7, which is the exact same dimensions as he'll get in Citi Field during the regular season. Principal owner Fred Wilpon also took an interest in what was going on field number 7, watching BP, and afterwards went over to say hello to Lucas Duda, along with his newest signee, Curtis Granderson. That'll do it for us from day 3 here at Tradition Field in Port St. Lucie, Florida. Pitchers and catchers, of course, having reported, but it was nice for us to break away for a little while and watch some of the position players who reported early to camp to get their swings in. Guys like David Wright and Ike Davis, who worked together quite a bit today, as well as Curtis Granderson. Boy, was it nice to see that big bat of Curtis in camp for the first time here in Port St. Lucie. I'm Rob Brender. We'll see you next time here on SMY.TV.